Good morning from Hollywood Happenings at the Hollywood Hour. Now we're over at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and the first memorial to Burt Reynolds that you see is the one that they played when he was first laid to rest at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery while they were waiting for his bust, which you will see as follows. Now, Burt Reynolds' remains were buried in Hollywood Forever Cemetery more than 2 years after his death. Now, flowers were placed in front of the temporary headstone for the late actor Burt Reynolds in the Garden of Legends section of the Hollywood Forever Cemetery on February 11th of 2021. Burt Reynolds finally reached his final resting place at the storied Hollywood Cemetery. A small private ceremony with relatives were taking part remotely via Zoom was held when Reynolds' creative remains was placed in the grave next to the lake nearly 2.5 years after his death. A bronze sculpture of Burt Reynolds unveiled during the ceremony at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. A memorial sculpture of the late actor Burt Reynolds is pictured following its unveiling and the ceremony at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery on September 20th, 2021. Now guests gathered around a newly unveiled memorial sculpture of the late actor Burt Reynolds following the ceremony at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery on September 20th, 2021. A plaque and a palm tree weren't enough to mark the swagger and the star power of Burt Reynolds. That's why the bronze bust, mustache, of course, and the sporting his Smokey and the Bandit cowboy hat were unveiled on Monday 3 years after his death. Now, in attendance was Lonnie Anderson, Reynolds' wife from 1988 to 1994, asked for a small crowd that gathered around the sculpture.
Good morning from the Hollywood Happenings at the Hollywood Hour. Here we have the bust of Burt Reynolds. And this is his view. His final resting place. Burt Reynolds, 2011 to 1936 to September 6th of 2018. This is some of the mementos, the stuff for him. Clark Hill Chardonnay, great choice.
After the unveiling at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, Los Angeles. Yes, he's made to be touched, and the Caroline P.M. Jones, the artist who made it. Anderson was with her son, Quentin chose to spot where Reynolds' cremated remains were laid to rest in February because it was next to a palm tree in the water which evoked his native Florida. A simple plaque with his name marked the spot. Burt Reynolds' forever co-owner Tyler Cassidy told them that the many visitors to his grave would appreciate more of a monument, something to look at, to touch, and to take photos with, so the bust was commissioned. It was absolutely beautiful. It's exactly what we both envisioned, Quentin Reynolds told the Associated Press after a brief private ceremony where a crowd of several dozen people who were close to Reynolds gathered to mark the occasion's guests included actor Stephanie Powers and Ruta Lee.
It's the view he sees all the time, right here.